Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 30 of this Homespun Life. My name's Lorianne, and you're joining me from partly cloudy South Florida. It is Sunday, February 22nd, 2015, and I think it's about 80 degrees right now where I am. I know that's tough to say because a lot of you up north are dealing with not just cold temperatures, but a lot of snow and a lot of ice and some dangerous weather. So I want you guys to be careful and be safe. Um, don't go out on the roads if you don't have to. Um, it's been a strange winter, and I want you all to be safe and take care of yourselves. So, like I said, today's Sunday, February 22nd. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're a new viewer, thank you for checking out what's going on in this homespun life. I appreciate it. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I haven't said thank you in a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. I really am grateful for all of you coming back to see what's going on. So thank you for that. Today, I don't know how long this is going to be. Not much going on. But I will show you some finished objects, some works in progress, and a little bit in the way of acquisitions. Not much going on there. And in the third half of the show, I'll talk a little bit about a couple of podcasts that I've found and do an update on our craft along. So sit back, relax, get comfy, and let's get on with the show. First things first, let's do an update on the weaving. I remember last week I wasn't able to show you what was going on because I was on location at the mall. So I wanted to give you an update on what's the status. As you can see, I'm going to be moving a little bit, so hopefully you don't get sick. You all remember the twill portion of the scarf that I'm making. So I did that for a couple of inches, and then now I'm on to another variation of the twill pattern. It is called the dissimilar squares twill. It's a free draft on handweaving.org, I think. Hold on, let's see. Pay attention to that while I look. Handweaving.net. If you're looking for free drafts for weaving, go ahead and check that out. Handweaving.net. I am really surprised at how nice this pattern is coming out. It is for a four harness loom. Is that what that's called? Or 4-shaft loom? I don't even know the wording. But it's meant for that. As you know, I have a Kromsky Harp rigid head loom. So what I've done is made my own heddles, my own shafts, my own treadles. I don't know what you guys call it. It's basically made from dowels that I got at Michael's. You can get it at Walmart or any craft store. And I've made string heddles with cotton yarn. And so I've done that. I've set up my 4 heddles, and it's working out pretty well. The one thing with this pattern, as you would imagine, it's not super simple. You know, if you can read the draft, it's fine, but it does take some finagling on a rigid heddle loom. I would not suggest making heddles for your rigid heddle loom. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. It can be cumbersome, but I am really loving the effect it's creating. So if you want to get into doing patterns like this, I would suggest you get a floor loom or even a little table loom. They're not super expensive, but I cannot afford it right now, so I'm doing this the best I can. One thing I want to talk to you about, I'm sorry about that. One thing I want to talk to you about is the edging. I want to get better at my edging. They call those the selvage. I want to get better at my selvage edge. And what I realized is that I had to do this tabby stitch on the edge of this pattern. When I strung up my heddles, I thought I had taken into account, you know, doing the over-under on these. But then the draft has you moving 2 heddles at a time, not 1. And I didn't account for that. So I've had to do these by hand, which is another, you know, fiddly thing to have to do each row. But it's fine. I mean, like I said, I love the way the body of the shawl is coming out. Body of the scarf is coming out. It's really gorgeous. I love the pattern. And I just don't think I'll be doing it again anytime soon. At least not on this loom. If I get the money to get a table loom or something, then I'll do it again. But that's the update on the scarf. I keep wanting to say shawl because I love shawls, but this is a scarf. Let me get on to knitting and spinning. Before I go, I'm sorry. This yarn is the same that I've been using on the previous scarf that's already on here. The difference is this gray yarn, and this is Patton's Crochet socks. Regular stuff that you see in the stores all the time, and this is the color Flax. It's a warm gray. As you can see, it has bits of brown in it and some cream. So I thought it would go well with the bright blues and bright oranges of the warp threads. So again, this is Patton's Crochet socks in the Flax colorway. All of these yarns are fingering weight, so it's coming out pretty dense. Sorry about that, I had to put that in. Now on to the knitting and spinning. I do have one finished object. It's my vanilla socks. If you remember last episode, I had started working on the toe of one and was moving up, so I was able to finish both. I just finished the second one this morning, right before I started to record. So it is super hot off the needles. I have not blocked them, obviously. I haven't washed them, haven't done anything. So this is the first time I'm ever doing toe-up socks. And it's interesting. I mean, I've always wanted to do that, wanted to learn how to do it. I watched a tutorial by Very Pink Knits on YouTube. She has a lot of great tutorials on there. So I watched one of hers on how to do toe-up socks, and it really clicked with me. So I used her idea of starting with a provisional cast on, and I tweaked a couple of things, did it my way, and so it's 72 stitches using US size 0, which is a 2 millimeter needle, Fish Lips Kiss heel, and I made these short. These are only about 3 inches up the leg and 1 inch of 2x2 ribbing. So the yarn, the yarn is Line Brand Sock Ease in the colorway Lemon Drop. This is different. This one is what is this? Sour Ball. So I have another pair to go. But yeah, these, I wanted to make them shorter because they look like summer socks. The color is great. It's light. It's happy. They just look summery to me. So I wanted them to be a little bit shorter so I could wear them during the warm time, or at least springtime. So these are my February socks. I'm back on track. Yay. I had about a little bit over an ounce of yarn left. So I don't know what I can do with this other than add it to my sock yarn blanket, which, yes, I know I haven't done any work on that in ages. But I am still collecting the yarn scraps, so I'll add that to it. But anyway, my February socks, they're called Lemon Drop. At least the colorway is called Lemon Drop. Great springy socks. So there's that. So what am I working on currently? If you all remember, these socks, or this sock. This is the sock I am making based on the Zombie Vixen mitts pattern. I can't find that paperwork right now, but it's on Ravelry. Search Zombie Vixen mitts, or just Zombie Vixen. I don't remember who the author is. But yeah, I decided to try my hand at making socks from the pattern. I've already made a set of mitts, fingerless mitts with the pattern. So here's what it looks like. It's all forms of cabling here. But it does create a gorgeous pattern. Sorry about the lighting. I'm trying to get it to work. Here we go. All kinds of cabling, and this is going down the front of the leg. The heel's already done and turned. Again, always fish lips kiss heel. So I'm working on the foot. I haven't touched this in weeks because I've been trying to get the Lemon Drop socks done. But now that that's off the needles, this will be my March socks. It may take me all of March to finish both socks because it is a bit complicated, and it's not TV knitting, it's not vanilla sock knitting, so it's going to take a while. I am doing this with Loops and Threads wool-like in the sage colorway. And if you remember, this is the fingering weight yarn that's available at the big box stores now. It's 85% acrylic, 15% nylon. Very, very, very soft. Very soft. So I'm using that and US 000 circular needles. I really don't remember what the millimeters is. I think it's like 1.5 millimeter. I want to say 1.5 millimeter. I'm sorry about that. But they're 000s. I figured I needed to use that size because this yarn is pretty thin. And I didn't know if I used a larger needle if it would work out really well for socks. As you can see, you can still get a little bit of light between the stitches, even though I'm using 000s. But it's very comfy. It's going to be really warm. And now I can put some more effort into finishing it. It's a gorgeous pattern. It really is. And it really pops on this, what do you call this? Solid color yarn. Really looks good. So this is the first leg. I'm almost done with it. Need to get cracking on that. And then, like I said, I'll be done with this in March. So move that out of the way. And then I'm also working on the project for our craft along. If you remember, I've been speaking about the craft along, and I am working on the Salix shawl from Knit Picks. It's a pattern by Karen. I can never pronounce her last name, but they call it a shawl. It's really a wrap. It's huge. I've made one for my mother. It when I put it to block, it covered my entire queen size bed. So it's a big girl. I wanted to do this for our craft along because it's about making something that's cozy, that's comfy, that feels really like a hug for you. So that's why I chose to do this pattern. I am using Knit Picks palette yarn. So let's fold this over. Am I in a row? No, good. Okay, so If y'all follow me on, oh wait, before I do that, Knit Picks palette, this is the Aurora Heather colorway. It's beautiful deep green with bits of bronze, not bronze, but like brown, deep brown colors. It matches really, really well with this colorway, which is called Bittersweet. And as you can imagine, it's like a deep dark chocolate color. So the two go really well together. And then on the end, I'm going to have almond, colorway called Almond, which is a great neutrally taupe color. So I think those three will go really well together. But the reason why this cane looks this way, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know the drama that I had. I had to rip all of the green out that I had done over the past couple of weeks. I had gotten up to about, what is wrong with the lighting on this? I had done about, let's say, 12 rows of the green pattern. And it's over 570 stitches each row. I had done about 12 rows, and I'm getting ready to do a transition in the middle, and I'm reading the pattern, and it's not making sense because the stitches I have in this center column is not matching up with, with what's being said in the pattern. So I'm like, well, no, I read it. It says to do this, this, and that. And I read it, and I looked at it, and I read it, and I looked at it, and I'm like, oh dear Lord. I completely messed up this center portion of the pattern. I had to rip all of it out and restart. So I lost all of that work. That's why I'm no further along than this. I'm probably at row, I don't know, 6 at this point. I am so frustrated that I didn't read the pattern properly, think about it logically, and then move on. So anyway, that's why the yarn looks like this. I'm still working at it. I'm still going to do it. It's just going to take forever. So I hope you all are having more success in your projects. And you're paying attention to your directions. But anyway, I'm doing this using US size 5, 3.75 millimeter bamboo needles, circulars. The pattern calls for size 7s, which I don't have. So I'm just knitting this at a looser gauge. I'm trying to knit it at a looser gauge. So I'm not really a loose knitter, so it's hard for me to do that. But it's okay. It'll be perfect either way it works out. So that's what's going on with this. And I'll talk a little bit more about the cowl in the third half of the show. But again, this pattern is called the Salix Shawl by Karen of Knit Picks. It is not a free pattern. You can link to it through Ravelry, or you can go directly to the Knit Picks website and find it there. But it's really cool. If you're into big, comfy knits, this is one to check out. So that's that. The third thing I will be working on, and I said will be, is again, do y'all remember the Hitofude? Yeah, it's still here. I still have it. Just haven't done any work on it. So I hope and pray that I'll be able to get back to it in the upcoming months. So let's show where I am. Oops. I'm using again Loops and Threads Wool-like in the navy colorway, which is getting washed out completely right now. But trust me, it's a deep dark navy. And this is where I am. I'm going to be honest. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern, okay? Above anything else, it is a gorgeous pattern. And you can see it a lot better if I put it against the table. I'm about halfway through the first portion of the pattern, and it's beautiful. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous once I'm done with it, if I ever finish it. You can see the lace work here when I hold it up. I am using US, what is that? US 3.25 millimeter circular needles, again bamboo. I think the bamboo helps a lot with this yarn because it's really slippery. The yarn is slippery, so the bamboo helps control that a little bit. You see some stitches here on this colorful yarn. I can't give too much away because this is a paid pattern. It's available on Ravelry. It's only about $2 when it's converted. It's about $2 for the pattern. So definitely go check it out and get it. It's a gorgeous pattern, and it's a great spring/summer cardigan. But yeah, I can't really give away too much about what's going on. But I do want to get this done this year. I'm not even putting it to say, ooh, in the next month. No, I want to get it done this year. Let's just leave it at that. I don't like having this many whips going on. Again, I'll talk a little bit about that in the third half of the show. So, Hitofude is still here. Check out the pattern. A lot of people have made it, and it's always gorgeous. So check it out on Ravelry. You know, get a copy. Like I said, it's only like $2, and give it a try. So let's move this out of the way. Spinning. I'm still working on my fiber from Enchanted Knoll. This is, like I said, it was part of their fiber club, and it's a 50% superwash merino, 50% tencel. Gorgeous colors. I think it's called Campfire. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Campfire. But I love the sheen on this fiber. It is gorgeous. The colors are super rich, very saturated. The sheen is just killing me. I can't even. So I'm spinning it on my Tibetan spindle. As you can see, I like the way it's working out. It's very, very thin. As you can see, it's super duper thin. I think when plied, I'm going to ply it very lightly. I'm not going to give it a high twist. I think it will be a great lace weight yarn. But I just think it's going to take forever to get done. This is the first half. What's on here is like the first half of the first half of the fiber. I have another whole half of this left in my stash. I don't know when I'm going to get done with this. I'm tempted to put it on, I'm tempted to put it on my wheel and just knock it out really quickly. And I may do that for the second half. I wanted to try and get the first half done on the spindle. But we'll see. Like I said, let me show you how thin it's working up. Can you see that? That's the that's how thin I'm getting it. I can't even measure that. It's like 1/32 of an inch. I don't know, but you can see it on the shaft there. It's coming out super thin. So I'm very happy with that. That tencel is awesome for getting super thin yarn. So let's see how long this takes and what yardage I end up getting from it. Wouldn't it be cool if I got like 1,000 yards of a 2-ply? Would that not be the coolest thing? But we'll see. Super squishy, super soft, super shiny. I think it would make a beautiful shawl. So we will see. I'm not working too consistently on this. It's whenever I kind of get in the mood, I'll pick it up and spin for like 5 or 10 minutes and then put it back down. But yeah, it's still beautiful. So that's it for finished objects and works in progress. Let's talk a little bit about acquisitions. Acquisitions are light this week, which is fine. This is from Enchanted Knoll. Remember I told you I'm part of their top club. Move that out of the way. Now, this package came without any paperwork. So normally Enchanted Knoll will send you a printout with a little blurb about what the fiber is, a little backstory on the colorway, and all of that. I didn't get any of that this month, or actually this was in January. The February shipment should be getting to me during this week, but yeah, I did not get any information with this shipment, so I don't know what this fiber is. I don't know what the colorway name is. All I know is that it's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, I'm afraid to move it. It is so delicate. It is so light and fluffy and airy and squishy. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, the colors are gorgeous. Enchanted Knoll always has gorgeous colors. That deep bluey purple with the teals and sparkle. Oh, y'all, look at these colors. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what it is. All I know is that it's beautiful. And it's really soft and it has sparkles in it. What more could you want? Seriously. So I went onto the website to see if they had, you know, a blurb there, but I couldn't find anything. It had some old information. Oh, look at that. This coppery streak in the middle of some beautiful aquamarines and deep blues and what is this? Like a purple. Whew. You guys, I don't know. Like, the beautifulness is killing me. But anyway, yeah, I went onto the website to try and figure out what it was. There wasn't any information there. If anyone knows what this fiber is, definitely let me know. This is a bat, which I don't normally get. I normally get top, but I got a bat this time. It feels pretty light. I don't think it's 4 ounces. So that makes me think that there is some luxury fiber in here. But I wish I knew. I would love to put this on the wheel right now, but like I said, I have the Merino Tencel on the spindle, and I would like to finish it up on the wheel. So I'm gonna have to wait. But this is like a carpet of, think about a kitty belly. Think about the fur on a kitty's belly. That's what this feels like. It's heavenly. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Fiber porn over. Well, maybe not. Okay, no, seriously. Fiber porn over. Let's put this back together. If I sit here and stroke it any longer, we're gonna have a mess on our hands. So anyway, this was from Enchanted Knoll. I don't know what the fiber fiber ingredients are. I just know there's sparkle in it and it's super duper soft. So that's it for fiber related stuff. Let's talk about some prizes I got for the craft along. I am putting it away, but seriously, look at that. Look at that. Do you see these colors? Do you see this like mermaid fluff going on here? You're not understanding this, the sparkle. The sparkle and the saturation of colors on this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm putting it away. I am putting it. Okay, stop. I'm done. I'm done. Now I gotta have like stuff all over me. Ooh, silly rabbit. Okay, so miscellany. Part of miscellany is two bits of acquisition which tie into the craft along. Sorry, I was out of frame there for a minute, but I caught a couple of things for the craft along as prizes. And if you want information, well, I don't think there is information on the Ravelry page, but we started a craft along January 15th. It was running through March 15th. It's called the Cozy Along. You can knit, crochet, weave, quilt, sew, whatever it is you want to do. Make something that, as the name suggests, is cozy for you. It's comforting. It's like a big hug. So you can do your first cardigan or pullover. You can do a quilt. You can do a really nice blanket. Like me, you can do a really big shawl. And you can do it that way. And so I did suggest that there may be prizes. So the first thing I got is this book, Knitting Beyond the Edge by Nikki Epstein. And she's great with doing stitches, specific stitches for different situations. So it is, who's publishing this? 6th and Spring Books. It's called Knitting Beyond the Edge, Cuffs and Collars, Necklines, Corners and Edges, and Closures. So let me show you a little bit of what's going on in here. Some of the projects that she shows you how to work on. So it's divided, as the beginning says, into different areas. So we have necklines, and I can't show you too much because there are patterns on each page, but just to give you an idea of some of the projects that you can do for the neckline. I'm going to show you quickly so you don't see any patterns. Different treatments for the neck. Now we're into cuffs and collars. Cuffs and collars. As you can see, different like things that making things that match. There you go. I'm trying not to show you specifics. This is again necklines. This is the project on the no, it's not a project on the front page. The project on the first page of the book. This is still necklines, right? Necklines, quickly. Then we are on to corners and edges. There's some very interesting patterns in here. Definitely interesting. Different versions. I know a lot of people are doing like mitered square blankets now, so there are options in here for things like that. This is a section on closures, so we're talking button bands and anything that has to do with closing up a garment. So you see different variations on the button bands. Some really pretty things here. And I think, was that the last segment? No. Yeah, that was the last segment, and then they go into patterns, which of course I'm not going to show you. So this is the first book, Knitting Beyond the Edge by Nikki Epstein. That's one choice for the winner. The next choice is called Reversible Knitting. And this is by Lynn Barr. As you can see here, Reversible Knitting, 50 brand new groundbreaking stitch patterns. And there are a number of designers in here, including Pam Allen, Debbie New, Lily Chin, Kat Bordy, and others. So cool patterns in here. I'm sorry. Again, this is like a pattern book, so can't show you too much, but a couple of segments of faux crochet. If you don't want to learn to crochet, you can knit and make it look like crochet. Here's some ideas here. Okay, then we're into rows within rows, so you can really alter the fabric that you're making through these. Let's find some big pictures here. You can see here some ideas. And then we go into open work. Hopefully y'all can see that. This is lace work. See some ideas here. I'm moving quickly because I don't want you to see things that should not be seen. Divide and combine. Some ideas there. A number of other things going on. In the midst of all of these patterns, stitch patterns, there are also projects in the second half of the book. So let me show you. Let me get to the projects. So you can see some of the projects here. Interesting ideas. So let's see. Folded Scarf by Lynn Barr. Two-Tone Vest by Lynn Barr as well. This one's interesting because I guess it's reversible. You can wear it the back at the front as well. This is called Investment by Kat Bordy. So you can see it's like a vest. The investment. Ooh, pretty double knit vest. There. Ooh, look at this dress. Look at that dress. Huh? What is this called? Geometric dress. Very interesting. And that's by Tava Durham. Mini dress, which is kind of boring. Double wrap stockings. Who's interested in doing some stockings? Are those pretty? That's by Debbie New. This is a faux wrap top. I like the way they style these. Very interesting. That is by Lily Chin. What else? This is the cardigan that's on the cover. It's called Reverse Me. This is it here. You can see the detail a little bit better. That is by Nora, I want to say Goffin. I don't know. Sounds right. Here's this jacket, which is reversible, as you can see. And this is by Veronique Avery. And a little bag, like a green market bag. Flip your lid, which is like, as you can see, you can do it inside out. You can wear it inside out. And that's by Eric Robinson. And they have some tie socks, which I've never seen before. It's like, instead of doing the whole foot, the whole leg, you do the foot and then just the back portion of the leg. Interesting. I can't show you the next picture because there is information on it, but here's another shot, another version. So that's cool. If you're interested in some different types of knitting, and again, reversible knitting, this is a great option for you. It's called Reversible Knitting, again, by Lynn Barr, with patterns from a number of pretty well-known designers. So that's 2 prizes already for the craft-along. As I had said, I put the dates as January 15th through March 15th because I wanted it to be long enough to get a big project done. And I wanted that length of time to be 3 months. Obviously, if you can count, you realize that span is not 3 months. That's actually 2 months. So what I may do, what I'm thinking about doing, is extending the end date to April 15th, which is a date no one can forget. So that's what I may do, extend the deadline to April 15th, which will give everyone enough time to get that nice, big, comfy project done. It'll help me get my project done because I am behind. I am behind. So that's it. What else? A couple of things that are not knitting related, but they are acquisitions for me. Went to the mall, stopped by MAC. Y'all should know about MAC, right? I'd seen online that they had a couple of new lip liners that came out. Sorry about that noise. A couple of new lip liners that came out. I don't know if they are special edition lip liners, but I wanted to give them a try. So these little items are the first purchase on my Pro card, my MAC Pro card. Hint, hint. So yeah, I wanted to give these a try. So if you know about makeup, you know about MAC, you know there are a couple of pretty well-known lipsticks that they have. So let's go over. I got this lip crayon in the color Candy Yum Yum. Candy Yum Yum. So, y'all supposed to know about Candy Yum Yum. This is the pencil. And this is the color. That's Candy Yum Yum. It was probably the most popular lipstick about a year ago. Everyone on YouTube was using Candy Yum Yum. So they finally came out with a lip pencil and also a lip gloss in Candy Yum Yum. So like I said, I don't know if these are limited edition, but I had to jump on it. Seriously. This one comes out really well. I wore it yesterday all day, just the liner. What I would suggest is if you are of a deeper complexion, you do a lining of a beautiful brown shade that you love, I use a deep brown. I use that on the perimeter of my lips and then fill in with the Candy Yum Yum, and it looks gorgeous. The next one I got is Ruby Woo. I'm wearing Ruby Woo today. I don't have the lipstick. I'm just using the liner. So again, this is what it looks like. Really, oops. I didn't put that on. Really soft. That's the one thing with these. Really soft. Really intense color. So this one, what I did is I lined my entire lips with it, and then I actually put on a coat of Mary Kay lipstick in really red, and they go really well together. Hopefully you can see that. They go really well together. So that's what I'm wearing today. And like I said, I hope these stick around because I think they're going to be really, really popular. And the next thing I got was a travel size version of Fix Plus. I've never used Fix Plus before. Everybody and their mama use Fix Plus. So I figured I'd get the small version and give it a try. I don't know yet. I've only used it twice. I can't make a judgment on it yet. But it does feel very refreshing when you put it on the skin. I don't know if it helps the product stay on any longer than normal. But I do like the way it feels when it's on the skin. So that's the non-yarn, non-fiber acquisition. Excuse me while I take a drink. And before I forget, I am wearing the sockhead hat that I finished a couple months ago. And that is by Kelly McClure. Sockhead hat, free pattern on Ravelry. Go get it, go get it, go get it. So, notes. Show notes. I found a couple of podcasts this week that I wanted to talk about. The first being Knit British, which is on iTunes. It's an audio podcast. It's by Louise Scully. I'm sorry, Louise. I hope I didn't mess up your name. Like I said, she's on iTunes. She is in Britain. She's over there. I believe she's in Edinburgh, Scotland, isn't she? Wish was talking about Edinburgh a lot. But I love listening to her podcast. Check it out, iTunes. Also, these other 3 are video podcasts. They are on iTunes. The first one is, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I had to check something online. So the first one I found is called Ermine Matters. You can't see much of the information, but it's hosted by Mikey Jr. It's a video podcast on iTunes. He is a really good knitter. I think he's still kind of new, but he is good. He's a good knitter. I like listening to him speak. I love seeing male knitters. I love seeing that there isn't that much of a stigma on knitting anymore, and guys are proud to do this craft and proud of what they create. So go check Mikey Jr. out on Ermine Matters. The next one is also a male knitter, and this is Nyx Knits, again on iTunes, on YouTube. He's 14 years old, you guys, and he's knitting up a storm. He has a wonderful stash of really great yarn. And he's doing the thing, okay? He's making cardigans and socks and all that stuff. So check him out. He is trying to start a club at his school to promote knitting to the students and to promote traveling and seeing the farmers and the shepherds in their not in their habitat, but perhaps at craft and art fairs and fiber festivals, to let people know where the yarn comes from and to promote support for these people. So I am seriously happy for him. I'm happy that he wants to do that and bring awareness. So check out Nick's Knits on YouTube. Support, support. And the next one is called The Natural Needler. Again on YouTube. And I'm sorry, girl, I forgot your name. I am honestly deeply sorry. I thought I had written it down in my notes, and I didn't, and I feel really bad. But check her out on YouTube, The Natural Needler. Her videos are awesome. She's funny. She has 4 episodes up right now, so go check them out. Super funny, super cute. So that's it for this week. Hope you all had a good time. Hope you were able to make a dent in your projects. That's the next thing. Okay. So I'm someone that doesn't like having a lot of projects on the needles. I don't like having a lot of whips. What I noticed today when I was wrapping up my vanilla socks is that I'm someone that likes to have the finished product. I love the process, of course. I love knitting and I love crafting, but my satisfaction comes from the finished product. And it's hard for me to finish things when I have like 8 things on the needles or on the loom or on the wheel. It doesn't work out well. So what I'm planning to do is really finish up the things that I have on the go. It's going to be tough because the things that I have going are not simple projects. They're not, car knitting. None of the things I'm working on right now are really car knitting or car crafting. I have not started a vanilla sock. I'm sorry. I'm picking up from Kara. I'm yawning. I'm sorry. Kara of Knit All the Things. I've not started another vanilla sock. I'm not going to start one until I finish my March Zombie Vixen socks. I have the huge shawl, which is not huge now, but it's going to get unwieldy very soon. I have the stuff on the loom. I have the Hito Fude, which to a degree is okay. I could move around with that. But yeah, I want to get the sock yarn blanket, which I haven't worked on in ages. So I have all these things going that I haven't finished, and I want to get them off the needles. So I'm going to focus on wrapping up the things, instead of knitting all the things, wrapping up all the things and calming that down, because in about 2 weeks I'm going to start school. I haven't told you much about what's going on with that. I will in the next episode break it down a little bit more, but I'm going to start my studies in about 2 weeks. It's going to be very hectic for me, and my knitting time is going to get cut down drastically. So I need to wrap some things up, or else they won't get done for the next year. Let's just be honest. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Join in the craft along, the cozy along. All the hashtags are on Instagram and on my Ravelry project page. Prizes. Think about books. Follow me on Instagram, Homespun Life. Follow me on Twitter, This Homespun Life without the I, so it's THS, Homespun Life. I'm on Pinterest. Not too much, but I'm on Pinterest as This Homespun Life. My personal Ravelry name is home-spun, and from there you can link to the group. Come on over and join the group. Search for This Homespun Life on Ravelry. What else is going on? That's it, guys. Take care. Be safe. Be safe in this weather. I am going to go on down to this brand new Whole Foods that just opened down the street from me. I want to see what's going on down there and see if I can pick up some groceries. Have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful 2 weeks. I'll see you back here next time. Bye.